Okay, greetings Alaska. I'm actually getting ready to get on a plane going home for the weekend, but this is another This Week in Washington. Just a quick update on what's been going on here. I was actually home for Memorial Day, had some great events there, and was able to climb Mount Gold Star Peak with a lot of our veterans, and actually went on a delegation trip. I led a delegation trip to Singapore, where there was a big defense ministers conference. All the defense ministers of Asia, including Secretary Mattis from the United States, prepping in many ways for the upcoming summit between Kim Jong-un and President Trump that's going to be happening in Singapore, where this defense ministers conference was. Got back and had a busy week here. We introduced the National Defense Authorization Act. I'm on the Armed Services Committee. You know, that is a really important bill for Alaska, a really important bill for the country. You know, from 2010 to 2016, we cut defense spending by 25%. Hurt our state, hurt our country, hurt our troops, hurt readiness. We are reversing that. That's what this bill does. Very bipartisan, by the way. So that was important. We had the NOAA Fish Fry, which is a great event. You know, all the top seafood producers, of course, Alaska dominates that at NOAA, working cooking their great seafood. We had a blast at that. The Secretary of Commerce came out for that one, and we introduced legislation called the States Act. The States Act is a marijuana act that relates to states that have passed marijuana to be able to, through the 10th Amendment really, develop that industry. It's a bipartisan group of senators. So a very productive week here in Washington, D.C. One final thing I've been working on quite hard with Senator Sheldon Whitehouse. This is our Save Our Seas Act, the issue that is ocean pollution, mostly plastics. It's a huge problem for Alaska. That's already passed the Senate. We did a Nat Geo event where they're really trying to promote it. And the good news is, I think it's going to pass the House. But internationally, at the G7 where the president's going, this is going to be a top priority. I pressed Secretary Pompeo to make sure America was leading on this issue. But this is something that we think is going to happen internationally and here in the Congress. So made some good progress on that one too. So all in all, a good week. I'm getting on an airplane right now. I'll hopefully see everybody back home, but productive week in DC.